Claude just released a bunch of brand new upgrades that you need to make sure you're taking advantage of. For example, they just released Opus 5, they released a brand new way for you to be able to create skills, and they released Design 2.0 and so much more. By the end of this video, you're going to know what all these changes are and how you could use them to get way more out of Claude. Okay, so the first change that we need to discuss is that Claude recently released Claude Opus 5. In fact, this literally got released just yesterday. So we can see right here that the first thing that I want to call out is if we compare this to Fable 5 right here, Opus 5 is actually better at tons of different things. Like agentic terminal coding, Opus is better. Knowledge work, Opus is better. Problem solving, Opus is better. Agentic search, Opus is better. When it comes to this right here, Fable 5 is better. It's going to be multidisciplinary reasoning with no tools, but if you add tools, Opus 5 is better. And if we come over here, it's slightly worse at agentic coding. It's slightly worse at things like legal and health. But as we can see right here, Opus 5 absolutely crushes. And what's really crazy is if we look at this, it is way cheaper than pretty much every other model. In fact, if we look right here, it's cheaper than GPT 5.6 Soul, Opus 4.8, and Fable 5. And it actually goes through and breaks this down across all of these different things like real world knowledge, task by effort level, novel problem solving by cost, automation. So this literally goes through and compares us on all of these different things here. And really what you're going to find is that if we actually come over here and come into Claude, that this model is incredibly powerful and incredibly affordable for what it's actually being offered for. And I would strongly suggest that you're using it inside of Cowork, that you're using it inside of chat. And if you're one of those people that's only been using Sonnet 5 for everything, I would begin to actually use Opus 5 for everything, because I think that you're going to find, one, you get a better result, two, it doesn't actually cost that much more in terms of usage and credits. And if you are one of those people that's going to be running it through the API, there's a few things I want to show you here that are incredibly important. So first and foremost, it literally has the same exact cost as Opus 4.8 did. And you could get started with it on the API. And it's also offered in fast mode where it runs 2.5 times faster than the default speed right here. And if we look at this, as with Opus 4.8 fast mode, it's available at twice Opus 5's base price on the Claude platform and through usage credits on Claude Code. So if you want it to be incredibly smart and incredibly fast, you could literally do that by just coming over here, and we could see that if we come over into the modes, we can actually change what this looks like right here. But that was just the first update to Claude. The second update that I wanted to show you is now if we come to Claude on a desktop right here, what you're going to notice is we're going to be able to come over into Cowork. And if we click on this plus right here, you are now going to see record a skill. This is absolutely insane. This allows you to record your screen, your clicks, your typing, and your voice being recorded, and you could send it to Claude and you could turn it into a repeatable skill. Now, something I would strongly suggest that you do not do, you want to make sure that you do not type passwords, secrets, API keys, display sensitive information, or private conversations while recording. So you want to make sure you close out the rest of the things that are on your computer before you actually do this. But essentially what this allows you to do is turn any process, anything that you're doing into something that Claude can actually copy, which is insane. And again, in order to access this, you want to come to Claude on your desktop. You're going to come into Cowork. In fact, if you're in chat right here, I'm pretty sure you can't see this. I wasn't able to see it. Yep. Not able to see it. But if we come over into Cowork, you are then able to do this right here. And we can see that Claude Opus 5 works best with the latest desktop app. So make sure that you have that enabled. In addition to that, there's actually been a change to artifacts that I want to make sure that you're aware of. So we could see, and again, I am on the desktop app right here. If we come over into new artifact, we could see that we could create a chat artifact or we can create a Cowork artifact. Cowork artifacts are going to be way stronger because you're going to be able to hook them up to live data. For example, if I come over to my pinned right here, I actually have this vidIQ channel tracker right here. And what this does is this actually uses vidIQ right here in order to create an artifact that keeps track of my subscribers, my total views, how many videos I've uploaded, and this goes through and shows me my top performing long form content, my recent uploads, and this goes through and actually shows me my typical view accumulation after launch. So as we can see right here, I typically get the far majority of my views after 4 weeks, and it's really not until about a week out that my videos start to take off. And this is something that I've built using custom data for my YouTube channel. You could do this for whatever you're doing. If you're doing things with coding, you could build stuff out for this. If you're doing things in sales, in marketing, in HR, in logistics, in anything, you could build out these custom dashboards that could get connected to whatever custom connectors you have. In fact, if I come over into customize right here, we could see that if I come over into connectors, that I have vidIQ set up here, which is what has actually allowed me to go through and create this. But if we come over into add right here and click on browse connectors, there are literally hundreds of different connectors that you'll be able to hook this up to be able to track things. Again, it might be customer support metrics, it might be finance things for you, it might be email stuff, it might be clicks, it might be website traffic, it might be trial conversions on your app, or maybe something in Stripe. This literally goes through and allows you to connect this to all of these different things and build your own custom dashboards and your own custom experiences for everything from the Claude app on your desktop. Now, before I get into the rest of the updates that are only to keep getting crazier and crazier, I wanted to remind you to smash that subscribe button if you want to stay up to date on the latest and greatest changes when it comes to AI. I upload videos like this almost every single day, and you're not going to want to miss them. Now, the next thing we need to talk about is there's actually been a massive upgrade to Claude Voice. So we can see right here that Claude Voice has now gotten an upgrade, which has support from Opus 4.8 and the Sonnet 5 models. This also supports additional languages like Spanish, French, Hindi, and Japanese. And Claude Voice mode can now take over complex tasks that require AI to use tools and connectors. Now, if we come over into Claude right here and we actually click on this voice mode, we can see that this is now going to be completely different. We can see that it wants to actually use my microphone, so I can't do it while I'm recording here because that'll screw up the recording for this video. But if you begin to use this now, it is now going to be able to take over more things, control more things, and actually use your connectors and the different tools that you have Claude connected to. Now, in addition to that, Claude rolled out a massive upgrade to Claude Design. We could see that now we're going to have Design 2.0 here. Now, in order to access this, it's incredibly simple. You're just going to come over to Claude. You could do this straight from the web, and you're now going to see Design down here. If you click on this, this is completely different because you can actually come through and you can create different templates for all of these different options for slides, mobile apps, wireframes, documents, animations, UI mockups, literally everything that you could think of, even things like resumes. In addition to that, if we come over here, you could choose different models. Again, I would use Opus 5 for this if I were you. You could choose a design system if you wanted to. They have a bunch of different pre-templates that you could choose from, or you can actually create your own if you have one for your organization. If we click on here, you can actually attach a local code base or GitHub. And if we click on this plus right here, you could see that there are tons of things that you could do. Like we could add connectors to this. We can manage skills inside of here. Again, design systems. You could upload Figma files. You could connect it to GitHub, link it to different things, have it reference another project, attach a file or a folder. In fact, I want to show you something that I just built right here that I literally did with just one prompt. All I said was I want to design a mobile app tracker for a GLP-1/peptide tracker. And then this went through and asked me a few questions, and look at what this built. This literally built out this mobile app right here that we can now go through and we could tweak. If we simply click on here, we could describe exactly how we want to change it. If we come over here and we click on edit, we could do the same exact thing, and we could literally come through and manually be able to customize literally everything that you could think of. Or we could click on present right here and actually show you what this looks like. So if I actually come over here, I'm going to make this full screen. We could see exactly what this looks like. So we could click on get started. We could choose what we're actually going to track right here. I'm going to go with BPC-157. Click on continue, go with our dosage amount. I'm going to do 15. I'm going to do daily. Click on continue, go to dashboard. And I want you to think about this. Claude Design literally made this entire thing. We can now go through, we could log the dose. This literally gives us everything here. It has a schedule, has my progress, has a community that we can actually build out here, has my profile here. And this is absolutely incredible. Guess what? It literally did all of the design work for us. Now, if we come back over here into design, the other thing that I want to show you is this ChatGPT hacks video that I had this made. Again, very simple prompt that I gave this right here. Create an animated video to show off 3 different ChatGPT hacks. This was then able to go through and actually create this animation right here, which is pretty awesome and quite frankly, pretty incredible that it was able to do that. In addition to that, if we come back out here, we could see that I actually had it come over here and I had it make this right here, which is going to be this slideshow. If we come over here, we could see I asked it to create a pitch deck that walks through the bull and bear case for investing in Meta and Microsoft stock right now at their current price. Again, we could offer tweaks, we could present, we could edit, we could literally change everything we want about this. But if I come over here and I do full screen, I want to show you what this looks like. This is probably the best slideshow that I've ever seen AI create, and it did this for me for free from inside of Design in Claude. So Claude has been releasing tons of different updates, tons of different changes, and you need to make sure that you're taking advantage of all of these because Opus 5 really made Claude way stronger, made it way better, made it way more powerful. In fact, I want to show you one other thing that I recently built out in Claude Code. So if we come over here and we actually come into this AI podcast generator, I want to show you what this looks like. So I actually just yesterday created this, which is pretty incredible. And this allows me to take a single idea where I could give it a one-line topic or a pasted article. Then this goes through and I should actually choose my voice. And what I actually did, if we come over here, I actually just named this Aaron Knows AI because it's just like this thing that I use. Check this out. This was literally able to clone my voice here. Our planet's diverse ecosystems harbor countless wonders from this small. And that was done with literally just 30 seconds audio of my voice. We could choose delivery, choose the episode length, click on produce, and this will actually go through and create things. For example, I asked this to create a podcast about TikTok's algorithm. Look at what it did. Ever wondered why TikTok knows you better than your best friend? Here's the wild part. TikTok doesn't run on a social graph. I could download this. I could copy the script. I can actually read the script that this went through and this actually created right here. And this literally did all of this for me. And guess what? This was done literally just in Claude Code. With the simple prompt of me just asking this, I want to build an AI podcast generator. It should allow me to type in an article or topic and choose the voice that I want from a list of voices and choose the emotion I want to add. The research get done on the topic, then the AI podcast should be generated. I want to use Fish Audio's S2.1 Pro API, and it was literally able to do this. And again, I built this literally in a few minutes for free because Claude is now more powerful than ever before. And really, Sonnet 5 and Opus 5 is what actually enables this. Now, if you truly want to be able to get the most out of Claude, you need to make sure that you're actually prompting it the right way. And there's a brand new tool that actually makes this incredibly easy for you to do. Okay, so I want to show you what that tool is, and I want to show you the difference that it makes. So this right here is just going to be a non-optimized prompt. So I'm saying here, write a 1,000-word blog post talking about why Opus 5 is such a big upgrade. We could give this to Claude right here on Opus 5, and we're going to let this actually go through and run. Now, in addition to that, the other thing that I'm going to do is I am going to open up a new window on Claude. We're going to make sure that this is also running on Opus 5, but instead of just using that raw prompt, I'm going to bring up the MyPromptBuddy prompt optimizer that I have right here that allows me to put standard prompt. I could put in our prompt and I can say a beautifully written blog post that will retain the viewer's attention and capture their attention. Now, basically, this allows us to put our current prompt, our ideal output. We click on Optimize directly from inside of Claude right here because this Chrome extension can be used inside of Claude or any other LLM. And what this does is in seconds, optimizes our prompt where we can actually copy and then paste it right here and then give it this. And this is going to give us a way better output because we're using a way more in-depth prompt right here that actually goes through the situation, the task, the objective, the knowledge, which is really how you should be prompting Claude. So here's the difference between these two blog posts. We can see that this one got created right here and it went through and it did create a blog post. We have Claude Opus 5 is the biggest model upgrade of the year, not even close. So pretty good title. It goes through the different information right here. A few numbers worth knowing. This is a bit confusing to me just because it goes through a bunch of different evaluations that don't really mean much. And then we have the Opus 5 result here go. It goes through, it verifies its own work now. And the effort dial is an underrated feature. Safety storing is actually part of the upgrade. So this is pretty solid here, but I'd have to go through and change a bunch of things about this if I was going to use this as a blog post. And again, this is because I used a simple prompt like this where now I have to go back and reprompt it a bunch of different times because it didn't have in my original prompt what I really want. So this actually went through with the other prompt and made me something completely different. So we could see here that this went through and this made the post, but we also have all of these different images that go along with it. Now, the way that I'm actually viewing this right now is an MD file. It won't actually show the images. So to show them, we actually have to click into each of them. But what we could do is actually click into each of these and see that this made all of these custom images that can actually go inside of here. So again, this is incredibly powerful because it actually goes through, put the images in here so that we don't have to do anything. And this all happened because we used a better prompt with MyPromptBuddy. So what are you waiting for? If you want to start creating better prompts so that you get better answers from Claude, you need to go to that pinned comment below and get started with MyPromptBuddy today for free. I would strongly suggest that you use this. In fact, I use this tool every single day to help me get more out of not only Claude, but also ChatGPT, Gemini, and all the other LLMs that I'm using. So what are you waiting for? Go to that pinned comment below and get started with it today.